So you've come here to Rome to meet with representatives of Caritas members who have been active in the flood response in the last 6 months. What was the objective of this meeting here in Rome?
Well, the meeting at Caritas Internationalis, naturally, it's the center of the whole Caritas International network. So we had a number of international partners. I think there were 13 or 14 present who have contributed. There are more. There are many more who have contributed, but these were those major donors who have been supporting us and are supporting us now. And we were finalizing our plan for the next stage, which is the rehabilitation and reconstruction, which is a very big task, which will take some time, maybe 2 or 3 years at least.
It will take 2 or 3 years. You're saying what needs to be rebuilt? What can you describe?
Yeah, that's right. As Caritas Pakistan, we are focusing in 3 main areas. That is shelter, repair of houses that have been damaged by the floods or by the rain, or some houses that have to be completely rebuilt. Then there's also livelihood, farmers who have lost everything, helping them with seed, fertilizer. Then also livestock that has been lost, vaccination, protecting the livestock that is there, helping people to rebuild their lives again in various other ways. And the third area we're focusing on is for health, sanitation, hygiene. And in the rural areas where you don't get safe drinking water, it's very important for the people to have clean water to prevent waterborne diseases. So one of the many things we're going to do is to introduce this simple, what we call the biosand water filter. It's about 1.5 meter high. This is a small scale model to show you. It's made up of 2 clay pots, and it's a very simple device. We'll teach the people how to use it to get clean and safe drinking water. Then, of course,
how does this work?
Well, it's really, there's 2 elements in it. There's a pot on top, and there's one at the bottom. And here's the spout from which the clean drinking water comes out. The dirty water or contaminated water is put in the top pot. The water seeps through after a layer of pebbles which have been washed, and then a layer of sand, and that ultimately seeps down. And after a few days, the water is safe enough to drink. This produces about 10 to 12 liters of water at a time. It's very simple, and it's very easy to maintain and to explain to the village people how to use it. That is where the clean water will come out from. The dirty water is poured in here. There's a hole at the bottom of this pot. It is tied down to prevent it from falling over. There's a hole at the bottom of this, and then the water seeps into here, and then you get the clean drinking water from here. There's a little pamphlet here to explain what is in it. This is what it explains.
And is this already being used in the flood?
Yes, it has been used. In fact, we have a nice case study here of a person who, it's already in use. It's not that we're introducing something new. It's something that is in use and which we would like to use now in the flood-affected areas where clean drinking water is not available.
What has come out of this meeting, you think?
Well, of course, we were looking for pledges from the partners. The plan we have presented needs to be reviewed. It needs to be finalized. So when we go back to Pakistan, the Pakistan delegation, we've got a lot of homework to do because the plan is for the whole of Pakistan. That means it's 7 dioceses. So it means we have to collate information from 7 dioceses to see what we are doing and then make it together as one plan. Now, all the dioceses are not equal. For example, the Archdiocese of Karachi in the south, it's largely urban area. But many people from the interior had come into the city when their houses were destroyed. And they've sort of found shelter either in tents or in under construction apartments. And now they become sort of internally displaced persons. Now, Caritas Karachi then would have the task of helping these people to go back to their villages. And one way to help them and encourage them would be help them to rebuild their houses and then help them to farm the land again. Now, in the southern portion, there are areas where the flood waters have not yet dried. The land is not yet ready to be tilled again.
6 months after?
6 months after the disaster, the floods, because the flood waters reached later to the south. So not all the areas are equal, because we are talking about a disaster area that includes the whole country from north to south, from the mountains in the north to the flat plains, right up to the Arabian Sea, a distance of about 1,500 or 600 kilometers. So it was a very extensive and massive disaster we're talking about, with various needs. It is definitely the largest natural disaster we have ever faced. Yes.
And do you think there has been enough international attention for this?
For us as Caritas, our Caritas partners have been very generous in responding, and they have assured us of supporting us further in our rehabilitation plan. The response has been very good from the Caritas network. After this meeting and having met so many partners from the Caritas network, the Caritas family if you want, it's been very encouraging, and really we go back full of hope, at least that sure that we would like to and that we can achieve what we are planning to do. The need is, of course, is much beyond us, but at least our task is to do whatever we can.